Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein.
So I'll just say that bipartisan collaboration is not necessarily a good thing when they're collaborating to send more people and trillions of dollars overseas for more wars for oil, more tax breaks for the wealthy, and more bailouts for Wall Street. What we need is fundamental change. And as president, I would be not simply a commander-in-chief, but an organizer-in-chief who would actually inform and empower everyday citizens to be in charge of ensuring that the proper bills get passed, like what we saw happen with the SOPA bill, Stop Online Piracy Act. When word got out about what was happening, everyday people got on the phone, got on the email, went to their representative's office and told them, stay away from my internet, don't you dare censor it. That should be the model for how the congressional agenda works. The president is perfectly situated to be the whistleblower on Congress so that the American people can be the driver.
George Washington feared political parties because he felt, and we're seeing exactly this happening today, that people's loyalty would be to their parties rather than to their nation. And for people just to stay in power and for their parties to fight against each other, it ends up being the case where both in Congress and the White House, these people fold to the interests that buy their elections, that hire all the expensive lobbyists. The corrupting influence of money in Washington has taken over our government. Everybody knows that across the political spectrum. That's why millions of people in the last 4 years have left the Democratic and Republican parties, and it's why today there are more people who are unaffiliated or consider themselves independents than consider themselves either Republicans or Democrats.
Debate moderator Jim Lehrer.
There are great solutions out there, and we need to change the political system as part of the way forward to actually implement those good solutions.
And this is another cost, I'm afraid, of this two-party system, that a policy that is very clearly adversely affecting the security of the United States is not being adequately debated. It is not being given the consideration that it deserves because, as I said at the outset, that the two parties have gotten used to lying to the American people, misleading the American people to a degree that makes it impossible for debates to take place, even in a presidential year when it's so important that we understand what the real positions are of the candidates who are running for president and what their implications are for the American people. And I think that is a problem that now has to be given an extremely high priority by people who care about the future of this country. It's time to really think much more seriously about what is wrong with the two-party system and what needs to be done about it. And I think, you know, obviously the need for other parties, at least a third party, must be high on the political agenda in this country.
Well, it's definitely one narrative.